Hello and welcome back to Locator Gaming. I'm Zach and I'm continuing on with my playthrough of Kinfire Chronicles Nightfall? Yes, there we go. I had to look down at the box real quick. Part of the box. So I think I've got everything reset here to go into Quest 2. We're supposed to open up the folio for Quest number 2. I think is where it left off. And this cracks me up. It's called Troubled Waters, and there's a bridge here. It's a bridge over troubled waters. Haha. Funny. We've got $6, and we get to keep the. This was the focus token of the wyvern from the first mission as a trophy. Don't know what we get to do with that yet. I put some stuff in a pinned comment on the first video. I think I might have been trying to play too fast. I probably forgot to discard Core's armor cards and maybe even Finn's armor cards when their hands reset. But then Core would have been able to draw back up to 3 anyway, so that might not have made that much of a difference. And I thought that the card boost... Let me find a card boost in here. I thought that this could be given to, well, naturally I chose a green one for the green screen. I was playing this that any ally could draw or discard a card just because it says give another seeker. I really wish it said something like give the active seeker or something like that. But I did ask on the BGG forums, and Kevin Wilson, the designer, did reply that and basically said that most boosts have to be played on the person who's playing the action, which it makes sense that you're boosting them. I just wish the wording was a little bit different. Plus in the rule book, there's some distinguishing words between that particular card and the other cards, but I got clarification. So, Quest 2. The fight with the wyvern took a lot out of you, but your journey is not nearly over. You and the caravan can only afford a short time to rest before you have to push onward. The only thing lying between you and Vienna now is the river. Upon approaching the bridge, however, you find that something or someone has destroyed it. A man from the caravan peers over the edge, making a show of studying the collapsed bridge. He shakes his head. Yep, won't be possible to get the caravan across without at least a makeshift bridge. You seekers are going to have to go secure some ropes to the other side. You raise an eyebrow. Us seekers? He doesn't miss a beat. Aye, whatever destroyed this bridge might still be lurking on the other side. You can't expect any of us to face whatever did that. He inclines his head towards the rubble. That's a job for you big, strong seekers. Sighing, you start looking for a place to climb down to the riverbank. Terrific. Refer to the adventuring rulebook in Quest 2 to learn the ins and outs of adventuring. Afterwards, go to card 2-1. Okay, so let's see what we got inside here. We got another enemy dial, and I did make the enemy dial that came with the first quest, so now we have the one from the main box and one from the first quest box. So there's our cards. We've got some more tokens, a couple enemy standees, a couple of enemies. Geez, I wonder what's on the other side of the river. And an adventuring rulebook. This is a short one. Okay, so I'm going to throw in a real fast cut here and pause while I read these 6 pages. Be right back. Okay, so I read this. Now it's pretty straightforward, it seems like. There'll be different cards with prompts on them, and then you might have to do some skill checks. So if we have to do that, we'll go over it. This is cool, loot and treasure packs. So that might be cool if we get to see some loot and treasure packs. There's some specific options if you only have certain seekers. So that seems pretty straightforward. I did a couple other things. I went ahead and put the other dial together. These dials are not great, the little plastic parts. So I've been using like glue to put minis together just in this little dot spot so that they don't come apart. So I put the other one together and it's downstairs actually drying. And I punched out all the tokens and I added them to my unused token bag here. And I got these acrylic standees out that match the little standees that were in the that pack also. So I think we were good to go. So then it said to read card 2-1, I think. Go to card 2-1. This rulebook also said something about story cards have numbers on the back and other cards have letters. So I think I'm going to flip this over and put these other cards off to the side, and then these all have numbers, so to avoid like spoiler stuff. And I think I'll put them in this order. And we will flip over card 2-1. After tying off the ropes to this side of the bridge, you survey the rubble-strewn river ahead of you and prepare to cross. Every seeker must reach the middle of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the two methods below best suited for your seeker. Then flip over the top card of your deck. If it matches the color of the card shown next to your chosen method, you reach the middle. If not, gain 1 exhaustion and try again. All right, so let's shuffle. So, of course, Finn has blue as the most in his. And he wants either red or green. So green is the second, red is the least. Just shuffle everybody first. And cut. And Valora. I do have their extra card sleeves underneath their character cards. So in case I have to add an exhausted card. And cut. Okay, so I guess Fenn is going to go with green. Since it's the second most in his deck. And it's blue. So he's going to take an exhaustion card, right? If not, gain an exhaustion and try again. Oofta. Okay, so green. Ah, good. It's green. So we have to add an exhausted card to his discard. Core is going to go red. Okay, it's white, so that counts. And Valora's going to go green because that's the most in her deck. Yes, it's green. Okay, so then once all seekers reach the middle of the river, go to 2-2. I guess we'll discard cards up there. 2-2. You made it halfway across the river and pause to catch your breath on a sturdy piece of debris. You notice a bit of flotsam caught between one of the bridge pillars and a nearby rock. It could be something useful. Choose one seeker to attempt to grab the flotsam. The seeker flips over the top 2 cards of their deck. If either is blue, the seeker frees the item. Go to 2-3. So we'll use Finn. So he gets to do 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay, we got a blue and a white. So we free the item. Go to 2-3. The flotsam turns out to be a black powder bomb. The fuse is blackened, but the bomb is undetonated. It's clear that several of these bombs were used to destroy the bridge, but this one must have fallen into the water, extinguishing its fuse and preventing it from going off. Who made it? Difficult to say, but the fuse has dried enough now that it might still be useful. You decide to hold on to it. It could come handy if you can encounter any more trouble along the way. Take memory 2-A. The seeker who grabbed the flotsam gains the black powder bomb card. This player may add it to their unused cards or discard pile. Unused cards or discard pile. Okay, memory 2-A. What does unused cards mean? Like cards in their box? Memory 2-A. Oh, you don't want this in your discard pile because it's a black card, I think. You discovered an explosive device while investigating the sabotaged bridge on the way to Vienna. Bombs can be useful things, especially against the sort of enemies that seekers often find themselves up against. Procuring more of these would be in your best interest, but the authorities in Dinlux don't look kindly on the peddling of explosives. No reputable merchant would be caught selling them, but perhaps there are other, more discreet suppliers? So I think since this is a black card, it's one of these void colorless cards. You may eventually come across black seeker cards. These are void cards and have no color. As such, they cannot be boosted or never a successful card. Flip when adventuring. An exhausted status card, an example of a void card. When sleeping at an inn and modifying your deck, void cards can fill a red, blue, or green slot in your deck as you prefer, just like white cards. So I don't think I want this in my discard pile because I don't want a void, a colorless card. So I guess I'll just put it underneath for now. And maybe it's just supposed to like go in his box or something for when he's modifying his deck. And maybe those are your unused cards. I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Then what does it say? Go to 2-4. Okay. More stuff. Crossing this half of the river won't be so easy. The current here is strong, and the pieces of debris are farther apart. Every seeker must reach the far side of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the two methods below. Then flip over a card from your deck until you reveal 2 of the indicated color. For each of another color you reveal, you must choose to either gain 1 exhaustion or suffer a damage. Swim across the river is red, jump across the rubble is green. I'll start with Valora, and I guess I'll just choose green again because it's the most. So we keep flipping until we reveal 2 of the indicated color. So we're going for green. Okay, we've got 1 green and a red green, so she's good. That's great because she's our lowest health. We'll go with red for core. So he has a blue. I think we'll take a damage to start. So we're down to 13. So we're still on red. Okay, we got 1 red card. And, okay, that's green. Now I'll take an exhaustion card. So I'll have to try to work to get rid of these. So we're still looking for another red. Okay, it's white, so we're good. And I guess we'll go green with Fen. Okay, there's white, so that's 1. And, oh yes, green. Once all seekers reach the far side of the river, go to 2-5. So we took 1 damage and an exhaustion with core, basically. 2-5. You managed to climb up the riverbank and tie off the ropes. On the other side, some of the caravan appear to be reclining on the bank, enjoying your struggle. Well, thanks. You build a quick fire and collapse on the ground while the workers begin constructing a temporary bridge. As soon as you relax, a shiver runs through your body. Something is watching you. So, whatever it is isn't immediately hostile. Let's recover while we can so we're ready to fight. Or, roust yourselves. We may be exhausted, but only a fool relaxes with possible enemies at their back. So we're going to get some Kinfire here. And I want to try to get it with as many characters as possible. So I have Fen and Core on the left-hand side here. Fen and Core over here. And Valora is on this side. Although I wonder if this is like ambush or don't get ambushed. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna get some Kinfire. For Fen and Core. And we go to 2-6. Curling up next to the fire, you pull a wax-papered ration out and sigh with relief. Each seeker flips 3 cards. For every blue revealed, one seeker may either gain 1 health or remove 1 exhaustion from their deck. Okay, each seeker flips 3 cards. So Fen, there's a blue. For every blue revealed, one seeker may. I wonder if I can do this. Each seeker flips 3. Okay, so let's flip 3 together. 1, 2, 3. So we got 2 blues. I'm going to use those 2 blues to get rid of this exhaustion. One seeker may either gain 1 or remove 1. It doesn't say that seeker, so I'll just get rid of the exhaustion cards that I just got. And we have to do this, so I guess I shouldn't have sleeved those so fast. So it's kind of like here's your intro to adventuring, take some damage, and then you might be able to heal it. But I guess the other option we probably wouldn't have healed. So he has to flip 3, red, green, no blues, and she has to flip 3, 1. That's a red, blue, so that one, Core, will get his health back. So 14. There's no downside to running out of cards. And actually, the more cards that are in your discard pile, the more information you have. Oh, there's more to this. There's a rustling nearby, followed by a snort. 2 great stags burst forth, grunting and stomping their hooves. They're unlike any deer you've ever seen, with oozing pustules growing from their antlers and along the twitching muscles of their backs. They tense and charge. Gain 1 fate token. Then discard 1 of each seeker's chits from the bag into the spent chits area. Oh, man. Next, open up the atlas to map 2 and go to 2-8. Okay, we'll get the chits out in a second. So this has some defensive stuff on it. Go to 2-8, so we probably skip 7. We'll look at 2-8 in a second after we get the chits out. So this is a more punishing result the more players you have, right? Because with 4 players, we would be losing 4 chits. At 2 players, we would only be losing 1, or we would only be losing 2 chits. Yeah, so this is more punishing the more players you have, this result. I wanted to look, before we look at 2-8, let's go to combat and look at this terrain real quick. Terrain. Some spaces on battle maps feature terrain effects, which can either be harmful or helpful. Most terrain effects are harmful and inflict the status, but there's no status there. Similarly, helpful terrain effects grant the boost shown to any seekers or enemies while they're in the space. For instance, a space might have +1 block boost, meaning that it would block attacks against anyone in that space, reducing each attack by 1 damage. If a helpful boost has a ranged or melee icon after it, then it only applies to attacks of that type, which is exactly what we have here. We have +1 block versus ranged. It's like you're hiding in these bushes, I guess. There's our little campfire and our non-existent bridge over troubled waters. All right. 2-8. So everybody from our team starts here. And I think I'll take the hex. Do I take them off of there? Yeah. I'm laying them down so you guys can see them. They're not meant to be laid down, so they're taking up more space than they normally would. Okay, so we need... And they have to be set up in a specific order. These are the standees for them. But I'm going to use the acrylic ones. All right, let's actually look at these. So we have Patchy, and Patchy is this one's going to start here, and one horn starts there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and darkness. 9, 10, 11, and 12. So the other thing it says here, if Seeker is defeated, you lose the battle, go to 2-10. The stags are reduced to 0 health, go to 2-11. So that's what we're working with right now. Okay, so this one says, lowering its head, the stag charges forward, its antlers vibrating with energy. It's 5 plus a hurt. And hurt, when you go as a player, you suffer 1 ignoring defense per hurt in your hand. If you did not gain a hurt card this turn, discard 1. You only discard 1. Okay. But these are in your hand, right? So if you can get rid of these somehow, I don't know how, then Patchy can move up to 2 spaces before attacking. Oh, bummer, I was just about to say that one's melee and Patchy is 2 spaces away at the moment. And the second one here, eyes rolling back in their sockets, the stag's mouth opens, releasing a fountain of fiery magic. Is a ranged attack with hurt. After attacking, Patchy loses 2 health, then refocuses. So Patchy could hurt itself. The stag slams his mighty hooves to the ground, shaking the earth with a massive shockwave. Is 1 damage plus 3 hurt. Choose a space with the most seekers within 1 space of Patchy. Patchy focuses on a seeker in that space before attacking. And Patchy... did I set them up right? Yeah. Patchy focuses on the most health, and so does One Horn, so they're both going to focus on core, which is great. It's good stuff. One Horn, rearing back its hind legs, the stag lashes out with its front hooves, slamming them into you. So a melee attack with 2 was stunned, and then a melee attack of 2 with trapped. After attacking both times, One Horn refocuses. With a quick jerk of its head, the stag pierces you with its single razor-sharp horn. Before attacking, one horn refocuses on the nearest seeker, but can't move. This attack ignores defense. I don't like that. Throwing its head back, the stag moans as if in pain, emitting the strange magical energy. Discard all statuses from each great stag, then each great stag gains 1 health. I think one horn's got to go first. And by go, I mean like be defeated first. Not draw from the bag first. And I don't like the fact that we don't have as many chits in the bag, so we need the hearts and the darkness to come out to refill the bag. Okay, so at the start of a battle, we're supposed to shuffle our decks. We don't do anything with our health, but we do get armor. 1, 2, 3 armor for core, which are part of our hand. So if we have to discard our hand, then those also get discarded. But like I said before, we draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we have actions. Okay. Valora. I don't think I refilled my hands enough in the first battle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boost, boost, boost. Action, 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 action. Okay. Just making sure we got at least 1 action. I should double check real quick if anybody got a chit redraw boost. I thought I saw a damage and a block. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boost, boost. This is a ward action. Action, action. Okay, we got 2 wards, and we did get a chit redraw here with Finn. Anybody else? Block, block. Action, 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 action. Boosts. All right, let me move this up just a little bit. Okay, when Valora moves, she can give somebody armor. He can take damage for people, and we can put 2 wards on Finn, just double checking our abilities. I guess we go to the bag now. I think that's everything. We got no armor on Valora and no armor on Finn. Be good to me, Bag of Fate. 9. Yes, this is not that bad. Because what it says is, before attacking, one horn refocuses on the nearest seeker but can't move. The attack ignores defense. One horn can't move. That's fine with me. So no attack. Everybody's the nearest, so I'll just keep it on core, I guess. Is that... Yes. Yes, that's what we're doing. 3. Eyes rolling back in their sockets, the stag's mouth opens, releasing a fountain of fiery magic. It is 4 damage plus a hurt. We have 3 armor. If I take no damage, do I still get the status? Is that covered in here? I know if they don't move... Well, first things first. Patchy has to move to get within range, right? Just wondering if I block all of this. Refocusing is not going to do anything. I doubt it's covered in here. Yeah, I doubt it's covered in here. I know it says if they can't attack, they ignore. I'm pretty sure it says somewhere if they can't attack, they ignore the other part of it. If it had not been able to move, yeah. Some stuff for later. Enemies moving into terrain. We don't have to worry about that. That's the only spot it could have moved into to get like close enough. I think I still take the harm. If you know differently, please let me know in the comments below. Do I try to block? Well, do I even have a block with? That's damage. I don't even have a block with other people. So we absorb 3 of it with our armor. 1 armor goes into here. We take 1 damage and we take a hurt card into our hand. Yes. Then after attacking, Patchy loses 2 health. Thank you, Patchy, for taking yourself down to 14. And then refocuses. It's a tie still. I think we'll keep it like this for now. Could be dumb, but 2. It's a melee. Lowering its head, the stag charges forward. Its antlers vibrating with energy. I think I'm going to spin my redraw boost. I would like to be able to go. All right, we get to pick. Now they unfortunately are both in the spot where they get what's it called? A bonus against ranged attacks. So Finn could get his wards into play. Oh wow, coordinating attack is good. Oh, that's really good, but I need more people to be in the space with the enemy to pull that one off really well. Enemies suffer when time. Oh, Vengeance of Stone is good to get into play also. If Finn could get to go, that would be good. This attack targets another enemy in range for every armor. Earthblood Vial. If you and each seeker in your space gain... That seems really good too. I think I'm going to have Core go because he can get his ward out that they get damaged if they move. She's got like all ranged and they're in spots right now where they get extra defense from ranged. So we're going to have Core go. Core is going to play... First, he's going to play this. Earthblood Vial. You and each other seeker in your space gain a defense, or an armor, sorry. Now that is red-blue. Do I have a plus minus? That's a movement. No. Okay, so everybody's going to get an armor card. Armor, which is really good. We need it. Armor, armor, armor. It has a free action, so we get to do another one. He's going to put his red ward into play. While this card is in play, enemies suffer a damage each time they move. It's also a free action. So we'll put that into play. I guess right there. And then, do we have a red? I don't think there's a good red boost, because the only thing I'd be looking for is a draw discard, so I can get rid of that. Oh, speaking of that, I have to take a damage from this harm because it's the start of my turn. Yeah, for every harm in your hand. So I took that damage. Now the action I'm going to play is Guarded Strike. No, maybe I taunt. And just do no damage. Otherwise, I'm moving into their space. Yes, I'm going to play Taunt. Yeah. Gonna play Taunt. It does 0 damage. I gain 2 more armor, so 1, 2. So we're up to 5. We're gonna be able to get rid of this hurt card here in a second. Then I still have action cards, right? Yes. Then if my target is going to be, wow, do I? Maybe I just try to burn down Patchy. We'll move Patchy in to our space. This enemy moved, so it's going to lose a health because of our ward. And I cannot increase the damage. Give another Seeker an extra movement. That's a blue card. Do I have a red movement card? It stays focused on me. And Core has not moved yet. I don't have a red movement card. However, just in case one horn draws, Core is going to move to here to get 2 spaces away. Because Core has not moved yet. And he's the focus. I think that's it for the turn. I put the heart up there. Pretty sure that's everything, and that I didn't forget or miss something. Oh! Almost. The hurt card gets discarded. We were already damaged by it. $11. Discard all statuses from each Great Stag, then each Great Stag gains a health. Well, nobody has statuses. So Patchy just got the health back that it lost. Can they go above their maximum health? I think that's their starting health. Place an enemy health tracker. I mean, I doubt this is covered. This is like an edge case thing. Can they go above their starting health? I mean, it's cool that they tried to make these like rulebooks simple and stuff, but these are like legitimate questions. And I hate going back and forth trying to figure it out. There is like a little chart or something affecting enemies being defeated. There's a little chart. Okay, here. Increase your current health by the indicated amount. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to give it a health. I don't know if that's like starting health or maximum health. Actually, let me throw in a cut real quick and try to look it up online. I'll be right back. Well, I couldn't find it quickly, and I think the other things that I did see was like starting health, so I'm going to give him the health. Seven. Rearing back on its hind legs, the stag lashes out. After attacking both times, one horn refocuses. Okay, so one horn moves one, cores the focus, but oh wait, this is what I read, that the after attacking thing doesn't happen because the focus is over here, not within range. It's not going to refocus because it has not attacked. It didn't get to do its attacks. Holy cow. The stag slams its mighty hooves to the ground. Oh wait, one horn moved, so my ward damages it. Choose a space with the most seekers within one space of Patchy. Patchy focuses on a seeker in that space before attacking. Bummer. So I guess Patchy will focus on Finn. And choose a space with the most seekers. And Patchy did not have to move. So Patchy doesn't take that damage. It's one attack plus 3 harm, or 1 damage plus 3 harm. I'll boost it to block it so Fenn can maintain his armor, or 3 hurts, I guess they're called. So it'd be really great if we could discard our hand. That'd be great. There is no refocusing or anything. No damage happened. We just got all of the hurts. Valora gets to go. Okay, they are not in a defensive spot anymore. What do we have as far as... So we have that's a defensive boost. We have a white boost, but I think we have a... Man, Finn. She could move. She has a green boost. Okay, but she needs to go. So let's actually move to a spot where we get defense with our movement. So now we're ranged. We're going to try to take out Patchy. Right, so we're going to do this first. Quick shot, because it's a... Oh, do we have a ward? No wards. Okay, so quick shot is 2 damage. And we might as well just play this boost to make it 3. And this is a free action, so we get to do another one. So Patchy goes down to 11. Now, he doesn't have anything that can help. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I should read all my cards. When you make a ranged attack, if you show that this card is in your hand, your attack gains +1 damage. So I'm maintaining that in my hand, so that's another damage, actually. Then let's do... should I... She is in a spot with defense against range, so we're going to do this. We're going to do solid shot to do 3 damage, plus we still have the bow in our hand. We do get Patchy's focus. With the bow in our hand, that's going to be 4, so down to 6 for Patchy. And that was a red card. I don't have a whole lot of boosts here, so I think that's it. Patchy does a ranged attack, we got that extra defense. There's only one more chit in here that's a ranged attack though. Maybe that wasn't smart. Okay, Finn gets to go. So lots of stuff happening here. Finn has 3 hurt cards. So that's going to be 3 damage, so down to 10. But then Finn is going to do... Fate's Lament. When played, gain a health, so back to 11. While this card is in play, each time a Seeker plays a blue action, they may gain a health. So this is a free action. Finn gets to have 2 wards in play, so we're going to put this ward in. When played, give a weak to one enemy. Each of this enemy's attacks deals 1 less damage this turn. So, 1 and 2. Well, we're trying to kill Patchy, so each of this enemy's attacks. So let's put it on this top one, because that attack has 2 attacks in it. So we're putting it on this top one. And then each time a Seeker plays a green action, you can give a weak to an enemy. That is also a free action. Instants are pretty good. Oh, I haven't moved yet. Let's see. I could do 4 damage and gain a health. Or coordinated attack. Okay, I think I'm going to do this. Do I do that next? Well, yeah, we'll do this. So this is a red and a blue card, so I get to gain a health. And then this unfortunately is going to draw the ire of both enemies, so I'm just going to put the focus on me now. It is 2. I could get the heck out of dodge, though, because this is also a blue card. Or do I boost the attack? I think I will move because I have double focus on me. We'll try to play strategically. Because it's a blue card, I'm going to play this blue movement boost from Valora. We have no boosting that we can get help with from over here. So it is 2 damage to every enemy in the space because of the symbol around this, which is why I drew the ire of all of the enemies, because I'm attacking everybody. But then I also get to stun both of them. So let's stun here, and neither of these 2 chits have come out, so we will stun here. Patchy's going to take 2 damage, or they're both going to take 2 damage. So Patchy's down to 4. One Horn is down to 16. Now after attacking, each seeker in your space, including you, may discard or draw a card. I'm going to discard a hurt card from my hand. And I also get to discard one at the end of my turn, so I'm just going to do that now before I forget, because I did not gain any this turn. So that's helpful. The other seeker in my... Oh, there are no other seekers in my space. That's fine. I wanted to get rid of a hurt card. Now, I got the extra movement boost. My action is over. My attack is over. This thing was after attacking. I'm going to move 2 spaces over to here, because I am the focus of their every desire. I think that's it. I played a green, I played a red and a blue card. I got my health. Yeah, I think that's it. 4. Okay. After attacking, Patchy loses 2 health. So it's this one here. It is ranged. Patchy's going to move 1 to here. It's 4 damage plus a hurt. So 4 damage. We get 1 block from our space because it's a ranged attack, so that takes it to 3. We'll play this boost from core to make it 2. We have an armor. That makes it 1, so we go down to 11. But we do get a hurt card back. Then after attacking, Patchy loses 2. Then refocuses on the most health is core over here. So Patchy's goes over here to core. Okay. Can we get rid of Patchy? It is Core's turn. Core is too far away to get rid of Patchy. So, oh. Oh, man. After attacking, gain armor. Can boost a green by 2 or a green and red by 1. We could take out Patchy. It's too bad that I don't have... Oh, I do have an extra movement. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. So this is going to work out. Core, this is going to be Core's action. So it's a red-green action. So that kind of like go, is that green or blue? It's green. Yes, it's green. We're also playing, oh wait, Patchy moved. That's right, Patchy moved. I can't forget about my wards. So Patchy did take another damage from moving from my ward. That's even better, right? It is even better because Patchy has that defense. So this attack targets another enemy in range. For every armor you discard. Oh, I did also forget when Valora moved. She should have given somebody an armor. I'm not going to cheese it too much and give it to the person who's about to discard an armor. I'll give it to Finn. Okay, so this is green-red. So it kind of goes on the stack. Finn's going to play a green extra movement card as a boost. And we're not going to quite boost the damage yet. So we're going to go 1, 2 to here. We're going to discard an armor card to this attack targets another enemy in range for every armor you discard. So Patchy is my first target, and I'm going to discard an armor card to also target one horn. And I think the way that these work is the damages are separate. So my first attack against Patchy is for this 2 damage. Patchy gets 1 defense, so that's 1 damage, but Patchy only has 1 health left. And I would have been able to stun, but Patchy is already... Patchy's done. So we put this here. Now I believe these just move straight over. I believe it says that they go into the same areas. Moving ability tokens. When enemies defeated, if there are any other surviving enemies, transfer the token from the defeated enemy to the surviving enemy whose sheet is furthest to the right. Ability tokens should stay in the same area when moving. Yes. So let's move Patchy a little bit more. Let's put the bag up there. Just make a little bit more room. So 1, 2, 7, 8 in darkness. 3, 4, 9, and 10. 5, 6, 11, and 12. Okay, so I think that's the end of that particular one, but we did discard the armor to get the extra attack. And the way I think this works is now she's going to play her boost because his card is red-green. She's going to play a green boost. That's a 2 damage boost. So the attack at range to 1 horn counts for 4 damage. So from 16 to 12. And we can stun. Stun stops attacks. I don't think it's going to stop this thing from happening, though. Statuses? Statuses effects or negative effects stick around on target for a while. When an attack with a status effect is used against an enemy, take a status card, blah, blah, blah. When an active ability with 1 or more statuses, for example, an enemy with hurt. Yeah, of course it doesn't have the stunned example. I don't think this is an attack. It's an active ability. Attacks are these things here. So I guess I'll just do that, even though it's going to like nullify the benefit from the weak, because they're both going to go away if that ability activates. Unless this thing gets pulled and then, oh wait, doesn't really matter, but I should also with my midnight jig weaken something. Well, there might be something that affects how many statuses you have. I've got one action. Man, it'd be nice if I could get away for Finn to discard cards. 1. So it triggers, but nothing happens because the attacks don't go with a stunned. The enemy cannot attack this turn. I don't have any way to redraw chits, and I'm not going to use fate tokens right now because we're doing okay. Core gets to go. This is Core's last action. It is blue. The boost up here is red and green. So Core's going to play his action. He doesn't have any statuses in his hand. Unfortunately, he's going to lose all this armor, which is kind of a bummer. So it's 2 damage after attacking, gain an armor, which isn't going to do anything. Or do you redraw immediately? You ever find yourself without any action cards in your hand, immediately discard your hand, returning any status after you draw a new hand. Draw armor cards equal to the number shown in your secret sheet. You play your last action card. Refill your hand before resolving the card boost. If your last I probably have to resolve the action first. So it's 2 damage after attacking. It is a blue card, so I get a health from Finn's ward. It's a blue card. It's 2 damage. So down to 10. So my turn, my action is over. Oh, I had to move. Sorry, I had to move. We don't need Apaches. I think I moved the wrong token. Maybe not. Did I have Apache attack the wrong person? It's possible I had Apache attack the wrong person. But we had so much armor, I don't think it would have mattered. What would matter is this hurt card. So just because I think I screwed up, I'm going to take a damage. Discard this hurt card from core. Yeah, sorry, I think I screwed that up. The tokens look so similar. Yeah, I think I screwed that up. I was just trying to relook and see who had the focus. I think I would have gained another armor card from this, but now my turn is done. I've already moved. I redraw my hand. I get to charge my lantern. Before attacking, move all adjacent enemies into your space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I did that purposefully. No, I should have taken the focus. Yeah, I didn't screw it up. I did it right. I got the focus of all of the characters when I did this. I should have moved both of the tokens over to Finn. So, okay. I didn't screw it up. Put the hurt back here in case Finn draws a card. Well, we got a lot of boosts and only 2 actions. We did get a chit redraw. That could come in handy. but only 2 actions. One horn has not moved, so this ward hasn't moved in a while, so that ward's not really doing a whole lot. Valora gets to go. She... Oh, wait, I didn't draw the armor for him when he got his... new hand. So she's going to play Fleet Arrow. It's green. So we will weaken this ability. We'll weaken that ability from this ward here. She also gains a movement. So we're going to have a little bit of fun here real quick before she attacks with her action. She's going to go 1, 2. She's still within range 1. She moved into 2 spaces that did not have enemies. So she is going to give armor to people. She played a green card. Oh yeah, this is also fun. Okay, so she has Valora's bow still in her hand, right? So we can show that to get an extra damage. So that's 3 damage total. So that's down to 7. Core's boost card he's going to play. It's a green. You can discard a card. So she's going to discard Valora's bow now. So now she has no actions in her hand. Her turn is over. She discards everything, including this armor that she got earlier. And she gets to flip this, which is a major attack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards she gets to draw. She gets no armor to start with. She has a boost. Action, action, boost, 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 action. Shot to the knee. He used to be a good deer until he took an arrow to the knee. Okay. Fenn is still the target. I think that's everything. Fenn does have 2 hurt cards still because I actually didn't screw up. But I probably did somewhere. And yeah, she played the green action with, didn't draw the focus. Okay, just double checking the focus. Okay, Fenn gets to go. He's probably too far to do anything, but he has to take 2 damage from these hurt cards. I'm going to discard 1 now. He has an action here. Can somebody give him movement? Yes, they can. So he's going to play this blue action. Let's put it off to the side there. It's on the stack ready to go. Right? So he gains a health because of his ward. So back to 10. That's his last card. She's going to play this extra movement for him. And over here, we'll boost the damage. So we're looking at 3 damage. So everybody has played boost cards. Okay, so he has to move. He got the extra movement from Valora. He has to move into the spot here. This is +1 damage per ward in play. So we've got 2 wards here. So this is interesting. Is it per ward? So if this was any other, the way I read this, this is +1 damage per ward in play. It doesn't say per ward you have in play, right? I've got 3 wards in play right now. 1 on Core and 2 on Finn. This is another card that scales with the number of players, potentially. Even though you get to go less often, right? So I would say that's +3 damage, plus the boost over here. So that's 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So one horn is down to 1 health. I doubt that's going to make that much of a difference because he'll probably die with more than 1 damage, unless he's moving somewhere. We still have the focus. Our hand is empty, so now we're going to discard everything. We got our extra movement. We did the extra damage. He doesn't start with any armor. We get to flip this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got a couple of actions. Okay, so now I think we just go to the bag. Darkness. And we did just move into that space. Wait, is that where the dark... I thought the darkness was down here. Where's the setup card? Oh no, it's up there. That's right. Okay. So when this ability triggers, discard, discard. Each of the enemy's attacks deals 1 less. Okay. So he's already in the space. Fen is the target. So each one of these is coming in at 1 damage. She will play a boost card to block the first one. I wonder if you can play multiple boosts. When your boost cards, a block boost must match the color. It only reduces the damage for 1 ally when blocking. Each player may only play 1 boost per action or attack, and this is 2 separate attacks. So this is now where I question, if I don't take any damage, do I take the status? I don't know the answer to the question. I'm just going to take it, and maybe I'll try to figure it out after. At the start of his turn, he'd have to take one of his Seeker chits out of the bag with stunned. The second one is he's going to take Trapped. But since it's per attack, she's going to boost for 2 block. It's overkill, but it blocks everything. After attacking both times, 1 horn refocuses. So the refocuses the most health, goes over to Core. And we redraw. 10. 10 is stunned. Before attacking, focuses near a Seeker. Can't move, but he's stunned, so there's no attack that happens. We're seriously not getting like these hearts to come out for the time track. Valora gets to go. Okay, so that's game. So she's there. She's just going to use her lantern, which is 7 damage. So yeah, so like I said, the extra 1 for that thing probably really didn't matter. Okay, so one horn is defeated. If the stags are reduced to 0 health, go to 2-11. You pile the bodies of the stags to burn. Black blood oozes from their wounds along with a sharp scent. You look out at the dark trees of the nearby woods. What could have caused these deer to go into such a frenzy? When the caravan catches up, the leader nods to you. He grimaces and looks away from the burning carcasses, passing you a handful of coins as hazard pay. Gain 6 coin. And we get these focus things as trophies too. So we have 3 trophies. $12 coin. Go to 2-12. When you arrive in Vienna, the caravan leader shakes your hands and thanks. Over there's the inn. You can find the mayor, Dara, there, and if you need us, we'll be camped by the lighthouse site. Inside the inn, you find an orcish woman leaning against a counter with a dwarf who appears agitated. The orc turns and smiles. You must be the seeker sent to escort the supply caravan. I'm Dara. Did everyone make it to town okay? You nod and she turns to the dwarf. There you go, Hoyt. Say your piece and make it quick. This lot looks like they could use a rest. He hesitates. If you please, meet me at the Burnt Alchemist lab later. I could use your help. Go to 2-13. Once the dwarf takes his leave, you tell Dara about the sabotaged bridge. Well, that's certainly not the first bit of trouble we've had, she says. I'll send some carpenters out to get a proper repair done before the Hierophant arrives. In the meantime, your room and board here at the inn is free. It's the least I can do. Let me know if you need anything. And feel free to explore the town a little. It's quite charming out here away from the city. If you ask about Venice Lighthouse, go to 214. If you ask about Hierophant Celine, go to 215. If you go to explore the town, go to 216. Let's do some asking. Let's just go in order. So we're going to go to 214. Why is Venna constructing a lighthouse all of a sudden? Dara sits, quietly worrying at one of her tusks before answering. The light from Dinlux. It no longer reaches us. I don't want to spread panic, but it's as if the Kinfire is diminishing. Uh-oh. The farms here are vital to the city, so I sent a letter asking for aid. Hierophant Celine herself agreed to come bless us with Kinfire as long as we built the lighthouse ourselves. Return to 213. So we can go to 215 or the town, so we'll go to 215. Why is the Hierophant leaving the safety of Dinlux to come to Venna herself? I was surprised by that as well, Dara says. I appealed to the temple for aid and heard back that Hierophant Celine herself was coming to bless a new lighthouse with Kinfire for us. She hesitates before continuing. The temple guards the secrets of Kinfire closely. Maybe only one as knowledgeable as the Hierophant could help. Regardless, I'm grateful she's coming. And now we go to the last one to explore the town. Enjoy our little town. When you're tired and hungry, come back here to the inn. Once you've rested, I've got something I could use your help with. And don't forget to meet with Hoyt if you have the chance. Open the Atlas to Map 3 and open the Venna pack in the loot box. Okay. Let me throw in a cut and do a little bit of cleaning up here real quick, because it looks like there's a little bit more stuff about to happen. Okay, so I cleaned up, and I did want to address one thing. While I was moving stuff around and getting the deck put back together, I noticed, so when I took this this memory card, I thought this was the card that was supposed to go into Finn's either hand or whatever, but this is the card that was supposed to go into Finn's hand. Either discard or unused cards. So it's like a big, it's a ranged attack for 5 damage. So this action doesn't have a boost card, doesn't count towards your deck size. After you play it during battle, remove it from your deck. So it looks like it's a one-time use thing that Fen has access to. And this is just a memory card, I guess. So it doesn't go into, which makes sense because if you didn't have the sleeves, like you would totally be able to tell that you're about to draw this card. So that was kind of a dumb mistake that I made. And I did open the Atlas to map 3. Oh, I didn't get the Vena pack out of the box. Get it out of the loot box. Dinlux. The Vena pack. From our loot box. Here's our loot box, apparently. You have 3 city actions to explore the town with before you need to get on with your next mission. See the town exploration rulebook found in Quest 3. However, your 3rd city action must be to go to location 1 and sleep at the inn. So basically we get 2 free actions and then we go to the inn. Take prompt Q3. This quest is over. From now on, when it's time for you to go on a quest, choose one from your available prompts. Keep in mind that you will never be offered a quest that is too difficult for you to complete. Okay. So here's our Vena pack. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. We need to open up quest 3, it looks like. But let's find prompt. Here we go. Prompt 3. Quest 3, Into the Shadows. Dara, the mayor of Vena, has requested your help on something once you've explored the town and rested up a little. When you embark on this quest, open quest 3. Okay, so I think what I will do is I will cut this episode here. Let's get out quest Folio 3, because even if we don't go on this quest, we need this rulebook to take a look at. But I will do that in between episodes. And we'll do the town action and start our quest in the next episode. Okay, as always, if you see any other mistakes that I did not catch, and there's probably several, please let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully we'll get to do some stuff with our 12 money and 3 trophies. But we'll do some town stuff and another quest next time. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoy everything I put up on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.